which Ubisoft's director, Felipe, decided that he wanted to come on here and talk to us about ownership of gaming, and basically that we don't need to own our games. We just need to get past that. So let's talk about it. So Ubisoft's director of streaming, Felipe Treblain, decided that he wanted to talk to everybody and basically come with a free-for-all and talk about how digital rights to your game under a subscription model, you should just be open about not owning your digital media. And he states that as we as consumers, listen to Spotify, where we don't own the music, but we enjoy the music, and how we also do Netflix because, streaming sites, and how we don't own the DVDs, but, he has a DVD collection. It just seems that this week or this whole entire month or just this year is now culminating into the point where we're going to lose access to our games. That's what the gaming industry is basically going for. The gaming industry in its entirety wants to go to a model where they can create games, they can pull games, and you're just renting these games. You're not getting full access to any of your library. You're not being able to play your games in any sort of convenient manner. It's absolutely asinine. The whole entire premise of you being able to buy these games, spend buckets of money, and only get access when it's convenient is a little bit worrisome. As someone who owned the Xbox One and bought various physical media for most of my games, as someone who owned the Xbox One and bought most of his games physical, and moving into the current generation of consoles, I couldn't really find a Series X when they first released. And I thought that, buying a Series S would be just comparable. Being able to play my games on the Series S, because I had a couple games that were smart delivery. Little did I know that I was getting shafted. I bought Cyberpunk, right? It was on sale. I got it at Best Buy. I think I spent like $10 with for the special edition with the steel casebook. And it had smart delivery, and it said, "Oh yeah, it was available for the Series X." And I ended up buying it, installed it on my Xbox One. Tried to bring it over to the Series S, and realized I can't play the game. It had smart delivery, but you can't play the game because the disc is not inserted. This whole entire premise just like engulfed itself when I realized at that time that I was buying games, and there would be a point in this whole entire reality where I wouldn't be able to play the games that I purchased. I wouldn't be able to have access to the games that I purchased. Right now, I still haven't played Cyberpunk. It's still sitting on my library shelf, and I refuse to buy the game again. I own the game. But because I went with a console that did not have a CD drive, I have no access to the game. It's not like I got a discount or something like that. No, it's I own the physical game. I can't play it. It just made me think that if we go into this all digital future, and I was one of the few people that when digital games became bigger than what it is back in the day, I was the one all for it. I thought of the convenience. I could have the games installed on my hard drive. I can put as many games as I want. I can download them when needed. It dawned on me during the PS3 era. It still wasn't like fully clicking yet, but it was slowly there. And it was with Ubisoft again. Ubisoft had a game, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, right? It's now available on every platform. But during the PS3 era, that was the first time that when you purchased the game and they pulled it from the stores, and I know everyone forgets, it was gone. You couldn't re-download it again. It became a big thing that you can buy it, or you can buy consoles with the game pre-installed because you couldn't access it anymore. And then of course now they've remade it, they put it on all consoles, but there was quite a bit of time where Scott Pilgrim wasn't available. And I feel that we're going down and deeper into this rabbit hole, especially now that physical media is now dying. We see this with Best Buy not being able to, or not wanting to sell physical DVDs, movies, CDs. Us as gamers are very resilient and resistant to the future because of all the scummy things that game companies do. We have Platinum Games getting ready to pull one of their games off of the Apple Arcade, and you won't be able to play this game anymore. Luckily, we have people that are modders that, bring old games back to life when console manufacturers and developers don't want these games to even see the light of day. Luckily, we have those. If we go towards this subscription model, I wonder how many games are we actually going to lose? Because once we turn that switch on, there is no turning it off. As we've seen with microtransactions, as we've seen with everything that happens in the game industry, there is no turning it off. We are going to put digital future where we own nothing and we rent, where they won't give us back anything other than just a little pat on the back and, hey, there's a new game here to play. I don't know. That future scares me more than anything else. But you guys may feel different, so I would love to hear your opinions in the comment section below. And on that one, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.